Remarkable story that unfolded today in Haiti amidst all the chaos. An incredible effort to save a small boy found alive but very badly injured. CNN's Brian Todd is. Remarkable story that unfolded today in Haiti amidst all the chaos. An incredible effort to save a small boy found alive but very badly injured. CNN's Brian Todd is joining us now from Port-au-Prince. He has details. An amazing story, Brian, and you watched it unfold.
We did, Wolf. We were finishing up a live report this afternoon, and just as we were finishing it up, talking about the airport operations and what's going on at the airport, this American man came up to me and just kind of nudged me and said, "Hey, I've got an 8-year-old boy in the car here. He's got critical brain trauma. I'm looking for a place to medevac him. Do you know where I can go? I don't even know where to start." So, I said, look, there's a field hospital down at the end of the tarmac, and there's also where the military command center is. So he and I started walking down there, and then we also kind of stopped, and I took a look at this boy, and he clearly was in very bad shape. It was an 8-year-old boy named Oais Retas. He had severe brain trauma, labored breathing. He looked like he was in very critical shape. And at one point, when we took off after that and were walking down toward the military field hospital, I saw our own medical correspondent, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, come in the other way. Sanjay is a neurosurgeon, so we brought him to the car, and he took a look at him and said, yeah, in fact, he's got to get out of here now. He needs a CAT scan. So Sanjay was saying maybe we could try to get him to the comfort somehow. So we all kind of got into this SUV, hightailed it down to the field hospital and where the military command center was. We stayed outside while they took him in and kind of gave him some medication to stabilize him. A few minutes later, he came out. They took him out. He got him into a chopper, and he was medevaced to the U.S. naval ship Comfort, where we're now told he's in stable condition. Now, I asked one of the doctors who worked on him just kind of how the procedure went once we got him into the tent.
This little boy literally just fell in our lap, and you could tell when he came through the door that he was critical. In no way, shape, or form was it just, one person or just us as medics and surgeons that took care of him. I mean, it was a huge effort on the part of everyone here, everyone up the chain, all the way up to the guys that coordinate our flights that really came together to get him out of here.
But what would have happened if he had been held up outside the airport, if somebody hadn't let this guy in, and what would have happened?
Who knows? He was critical. He was sick. He was very critical when he got here.
Now, as for that gentleman who brought him in, he was just an American businessman named Charles Beal, working independently with some aid groups. He came up to me and said, look, I got him onto the tarmac, but I need a way to get him to the to a medevac, and that's kind of where we collaborated from there. He said he had hired 2 drivers to get from a hospital in Port-au-Prince to the airport. He asked policemen to escort him there. He said he talked his way through 3 checkpoints to get to where we were. And one official at the airport later told me, look, this was not just some luck of the draw thing, not some guy sweet-talking his way onto the tarmac. He said that officials at these checkpoints are told that, to look at some of the people coming in who are injured, eyeball them, make sure that they are what these people say they are, and if they need to get to a field hospital or to a medevac, just get them there. We'll kind of streamline some of the other bureaucratic stuff and some of the paperwork, and that's what they were able to do today, Wolf.
In the sliver of Haiti, Brian, that you've seen over these past several days, what stands out most to you right now?
You know what? I think what's extraordinary is that everybody is on the street. Everybody's outside because all the houses in all the neighborhoods just seem to be flattened. You see the scene behind me. This is 24/7. People just they're not going anywhere to sleep. They're just walking around aimlessly on the street. It seems like, I mean, it's not the case. It seems like almost every citizen of Haiti is living outside right now. You got to wind around them when you drive someplace or when you walk. It is just an extraordinary scene. The only thing, I mean, if you could compare it to some scenes from Hiroshima when just whole neighborhoods and blocks were leveled, that's what you're seeing here.
Are you still seeing corpses on the ground wherever you go, or have they basically been removed?
Well, we're told that they have basically been removed, and that you're not seeing just some of the the really gruesome scenes that we saw earlier this week and late last week of bodies all over the place. We've not seen bodies stacked en masse anywhere. Now, remember though that they are still working to pull people out of the rubble, and the death toll from all the projections and what we know, the certain number of people dead, it's going to go way up. They're going to pull a lot of people out of the rubble. But as for bodies stacked on the streets, you're not seeing so much of that anymore.
Brian, thanks very much for doing this good reporting for us. I know under incredibly difficult circumstances, Brian Todd on the scene in Port-au-Prince. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we have some new video that's just come in of the earthquake as it happens. Stand by.